Boom! It's National Wrinkled Colored Shirt Day today. No, it's just National Color Day. It's October 22nd, Season 5, Episode 33. Paul, how do you keep track? I don't know. And what that National Color Day? Yeah, it's a thing. Every October 22nd. We just never done it because we haven't had a cocktail show on October 22nd. I'm very much a traditionalist. If the National Day does not fall on the day, then it's out. But it happened today. And we have got your cocktail, Pousse-cafe. Man, I've been waiting all day to say that word. Pousse-cafe! Come on, people, what though? Folks, it's colorful, it's fun. It's like this shirt. Now come on in. Blue, colors everywhere. Blue Monkey Quarantina. The only business is color business. It's just business. Come on, let's go. Here we are, folks. Now I know you'll be watching this, and I've thought about this. We do a lot of, obviously we do these live, and this is sort of live, but it'll be thrown up later because, well, we'll share that later in a hint, which you won't know until after. It doesn't matter. It's a show. It's season 5.
Layer upon layer.
It's layer upon. It is. It's a lot of layers. Which, well done, Shelby, because that's where we're headed tonight. Yes, we're headed. We've got stuff going on. But here's what I can tell you. First of all, I don't want to forget this. Talking about things going on. We are 3 weeks away from the quarantine cocktail telethon 3rd anniversary. Paul, how are you doing? Well, let me show you the giant mixed drink chart to show you. We have now made it to, talking about layers right here. We are October 22nd. We are officially at $24,900. And I can tell you we're at about 49 cocktails. So we're running dead even. We're right at the halfway point. Not for the show, for our collection. We got to get to 50. I would like to see this glass pour over, which is some number above 50. So if you're sitting there thinking, should I do it? Yeah, you should. Come on, make that donation. $250 or more, or less. If you can't do that, just do whatever you can do. It helps. But we're on our way. We got 3 weeks to get there. No pressure, but there are a lot of kids counting on you. But you be you. All right, here we are. Season 5, Episode 33. Paul, you've said it. I know it's National Color Day. It's October 22nd. So, colors all around us. Oddly enough, the reason we're recording this now is we're going to go see a band tonight, which has color in its name. Motionless in White. Hardcore, heavy metal. And we're excited. So maybe we'll talk to you a little later. Anyway, so it's really crazy, the power of colors. I kind of looked up some. So white, since that's the band we're going to, is happiness. I'll be curious if happiness shouts out tonight at that concert. I don't think it will. Red is love or passion. Yellow is competence. Yeah, how about that? Yellow, competence. Green, we know, envy, right? Also the color for relaxation, which I think is oddly ironic those two go together because it's hard to relax when you're being envious of someone anyway. Black, grief or fear, and I'll give you one more, purple, authority. Anyway, who cares? Let me tell you why I'm excited about today. Today, I get to do a color cocktail, and there's no better color cocktail than a Pousse-cafe. What is a Pousse-cafe? I'm glad you asked. Pousse-cafe. And Pousse is how you spell it. I've been scared to death to say this word literally all day, but it's Pousse-cafe.
You've been doing great.
I've been doing great. I'm going to blow it here in a little bit, but it's Pousse-cafe. Basically, it's a layered cocktail. It's one of those little pretty drinks that has layers. And this has got history, folks. This isn't like some newfangled. So Pousse-cafe actually translates to coffee pusher. That sounds mean. You dang coffee pusher. You Pousse-cafe. And there's two stories of the origin of the Pousse-cafe and how we got this layered cocktail idea. Number one, and admittedly the more popular, more believable, it's from France. We're from France. Pousse-cafe. It's all French. And It was a drink that was served at the end of the meal for the coffee course. So at the end of the meal, you drink coffee. It was to cleanse your palate at the end of the night. And they started adding, they weren't really layered drinks, but it was a coffee drink. And sometimes it would be, to replace the coffee, it was different liqueurs in a glass. And sometimes it would be layered. And this is 1800s, folks, like 1850. It's a great story. It's probably believable. It's probably the right one, but there's a second one. It's the one I choose to believe for our story tonight. And that is, it's coming out of New Orleans. That's right, New Orleans. There is a bartender, Joseph Santini, and he is credited with actually one of the first I'm getting there, Pousse-cafe cocktails. And it was a layered drink with brandy and rum. And so some people actually tie this New Orleans, and that's where we're going to tie it to, because tonight we're doing the rainbow cocktail. If you've never had it, all you got to do is go to Pat O'Brien's. So this is a Pat O'Brien's cocktail, right, Charles?
Yep.
One of your favorites-ish.
Yep.
You've had it.
I've had it many times.
Many times. You're not going there asking for it now, but you, as a younger child.
Correct. It's probably why I
don't
have it any longer.
It's got your favorite in it.
Yeah, I think that's I've had enough of it.
Yes. So anyway, yeah, so this, you can actually get this in New Orleans. It's said it's the colors of the beads that are thrown in Mardi Gras, all the different colors. So it's fantastic, folks. Paul, just make the damn drink. Paul, I'm making it. This is definitely in the glass. Do not add ice first, and here's why. The first thing you have to do is, this isn't just a drink you mix and throw in. You got to go in a special order. And the first thing we have to add is Grenadine. I tell you, never get the cheap Grenadine. For this one, that's normally what you're going to get. But this is ours. It's our homemade. It's a little darker red, so we'll see how it all works. But we're coming in with this one. Olé! And we're coming in with an ounce of Grenadine. You want this before you put in your ice, though, because this will actually get caught on the ice and it'll basically stain your whole drink, if that makes sense. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. Here's the other thing. You're going to go through a little bit of equipment on this one because everything has to be kind of done. Now you can come in and now you can add your ice. See how that red now gets kind of sucked up? You want to try to use crushed ice. Theoretically, that'll help with the, as you're pouring this in. All right. Now, the next thing we're going to do is it's a side mix. You're going to come in with pineapple juice and Malibu rum, and you're going to mix these two things. So just grab a little glass. You're going to come in with about 4 ounces. I know we don't need this much, but so we may just start with, but it should be 4 ounces of pineapple juice. Some of the recipes will call for a Collins mix. You can go Collins mix, but I like the idea of juice better. And then coconut rum. There's a reason it's coconut rum. One, it tastes delicious. And some you'll see with vodka, but you're going to go coconut with me today. That's an easy little mix. You don't even need to do this. It's just, you're done. And then you're going to, this is your second layer. So you're going to come in gently. Almost, we're there with the Pousse-cafe. Then the last layer, Shelby's favorite, you're coming in with an ounce of Blue Curaçao. Now make sure you got clean here, because if not, it's going to turn green on you right away. One for me, one for Shelby. This one I might need both. And then water. You want to dilute this down. You want to, and there's a reason, folks. I swear there's a reason. So another ounce of water. So 2 total. And then, now this one you got to be careful. So the best trick is the back of a spoon. What do you think?
I think you got it on one and not the other.
We're going to put this one up front, right?
Yeah.
All right. So there it is. Folks, then garnish. We're going to come in with orange, because that's another color we don't have. And we're going to do a little dehydrated orange, half. And then...
Oh, funny. Actually, I think the...
this one's
separating
working.
Over, yeah.
Yeah. So these are tough. I'm not going to lie. And, you know, hey, I'm not a professional. But the Pousse-cafe cocktails are very difficult to make. It's a lot of things. So first of all, how does it work? Forget that. Let's taste it first. There it is. Smell the orange, that Curaçao, the orange up front. Oh, yeah. So I'm getting the coconut. I'm getting the sweetness. Now, 2 things. Let me go to how it works. First of all, this is all science, folks. It's science. I'm blinding you with science. The science is this. All of these liquids that we've used have different densities, specific gravity, if you will. The thicker are going to go to the bottom, and then you have to go lighter and lighter so they float. The idea is that typically, the higher the alcohol content, the more that they will float on top. So that's why if you go from Grenadine, which is no alcohol, sugar, high content, that's always going to sink to the bottom. The reason we used a coconut rum is a coconut rum actually is a little heavier because of the sugar in it, the coconut rum. And then this is supposedly a little bit lighter. Try to water it down. Hey, play around with it. And then that's the reason at the end of the day, if you've ever seen them do what's called like a float, like a 151, high alcohol, that's going to float on top of anything. So there it is, folks. The last thing is, how do you drink it? So there's a lot of schools of thought here. Some people will come in and they'll be like, oh, you got to mix it up, get all the flavors together. Traditionally, and I'm a traditionalist, a layered Pousse-cafe cocktail is meant to be sipped, not as a shot. For God's sakes, people, stop that. But it's supposed to be a layered cocktail, layered drink, that as you drink it, you hit all of those layers. So when I start off in this, I'm going to get the little bit of the orange. As I drink down, I'm going to get more of the pineapple coconut. And then at the end, I'm going to have this sweet finish. And the reason it was done back in the 1800s is it was meant to give you all these different palate cleansing ideas. Now, some of them are horrible because, things that float on top of another. You could be having like a creme de menthe on top of a orange Curaçao, blue in color. So it's all over the place. But little try coming in. Hold on. You hold that. Oh, cheers. Cheers. Ooh, still pretty though.
Yes, it is.
All right, give it a shot.
Tropical.
I mean, it's an easy drink.
Yes.
There's no doubt.
Very
it's a very tropical, easy drink. Fill it up in a glass. Play around with it. Honestly, this is a drink where probably the cheaper stuff is a little better. So your Grenadines from the store are going to be a brighter red. They're going to sink better. Yeah, the pineapple and the rum. I'm surprised that didn't stay. And I wonder if I would have done that straight. Anyway, we're playing. Folks, I got to make a Pousse-cafe. I'm excited. You just got your quarantine rainbow cocktail on National Color Day. I don't know how it gets better than that. Oh, yes, I do. Go donate. www.coatdrive.org. Make your heart color. Make it sing. And donate and get your drink and cocktail today. And guess what, folks? We'll see you next Sunday. Cheers. We're out.